Hey there folks, and welcome back for another shaving video. I'm your host CDB, you are not, and today we're going to do something that I think will be interesting. Sorry about the face wipe there, I don't know why I did that. I'm going to take products that, as I totaled the cost, amounted to $38.07 and use them on one side of my face, this side, the left. And on the other side, I'm going to take products that the total amounted in $484.78. So essentially, we got nearly a $500 worth of equipment on one side, close to 40 on the other. And I'll break down the costs right now. On the left side, we'll have the RazoRock Big Bruce, which I believe I paid for at the time $11.99. Astra SP Blade, which comes in as at about 10 cents a piece. It's about 10 bucks for 100 of these, and you get I get three shaves out of each. The RazoRock Amici soap, which came in at $2.99. RazoRock Amici Aftershave, which is $7.99. And a good old-fashioned super speed razor, which can be found on eBay and antique stores, sometimes for as little as $8 all the way up to $25. I just used the price 15, sort of putting it somewhere in the middle. So this side, which will be the left, all this equipment resulted in about 38 bucks. We can call it 40 if you want to. On the other side, in comes the one blade. This, at the time of this one was purchased, now I didn't pay this for it, I traded for it. $299, now $399. These blades come in at about 83 cents a piece. They are about 25 bucks for 30 last I checked on the one blade site. So 83 cents a piece, and they're only supposed to be used one time. So you're already seeing the difference. 10 cents and you use them 3 to 4 times for most people. 83 cents and they say to only use it one time. There's some cost there. The brush is Envy Shave 8-ball, 80 bucks, which that's the most expensive brush that I own. I don't own a lot of expensive brushes, and this isn't particularly expensive for a custom, but certainly more expensive than the RazoRock Big Bruce, Martin de Condre Fougere. This is, what is this? $69.95 at Old Town Shaving. And we have Taub's Victorian Limes, which usually runs between 35 and 40 bucks. I called it 35 for the sake of this video. The gear on the right comes in at $484.78 by my math. So what I've done is, in one bowl, I've got some RazoRock Amici. In this bowl, I've scooped out some Martin de Condre Fougere. And I will pause the video, load these up. I'll use the inexpensive stuff on the left side, the expensive stuff on the right, and we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. All right, and so we'll start with the inexpensive side. This is the Amici on the Big Bruce. And we'll try to split it right down the middle. Looks like pretty decent lather there. No bubbles, no troubles. Not bad at all. Try to keep them. And I love this brush, by the way. I think it's a great brush. Probably wouldn't be at any price. The knot's fantastic. Here we go with our more expensive Martin de Condre, which also has a beautiful lather, and it smells fantastic. The main reason I have this up, or really the only reason, is because of the scent. Because I haven't found it elsewhere. No one has nailed the scent. It's unique, it's beautiful, it's outstanding. Also, very good lather. So, out of the gates, both of them looking pretty good here. All right, let's cut that back a little bit there. And we'll start on our more expensive side using the now $400 one blade razor. At the time, this particular one was $300 when purchased, and again, I didn't pay it. I traded for this razor, so I didn't spend that kind of money, but it's now 400 bucks. It feels very nice, that I can tell you. Very smooth. I do like this razor a lot, but it's super expensive. And the question will be at the end of this shave, the question is not which did I enjoy more. The question is, did the expensive side produce that much better of a shave? And we shall see. I know I'll probably enjoy the more expensive side more. I mean, you got the one blade razor, which is pretty cool. Martin de Condre soap. I mean, great stuff in that wonderful brush. So, you know, nothing not to like about it and the price. And here we have our inexpensive Super Speed with inexpensive Astra blade. And that feels great also. Feels great. The Martin de Condre side, you know, it felt maybe a little slicker, I want to say, or it could be just the difference in the, you know, the build of the razor, but both feel nice. And again, the question is going to be, you know, do the shaves come out relatively similar? Excuse me, I'm tongue twisting everything today. Do the shaves come out pretty much even? Not which do I enjoy more? Because I'm not taking enjoyment into consideration during this shave. I'm just saying, you know, does nearly $500 worth of equipment shave, you know, many times better than the $40 equipment? We shall see. From a first pass perspective, you know, the only thing I noticed was I probably enjoyed the one blade razor a little more. And it might had some slickness over here a little more than the inexpensive side, but we'll come back for pass 2 and see how it progresses. Stay tuned. All right, and this time we'll start first with our Martin de Condre Fougere and Envy Shave 8 Ball. This knot is fantastic. I mean, it is good equipment. There's no getting around that. This Martin de Condre does lather very well. It's a very good soap with a very good scent. That I don't deny. The question is, you know, is it at 70 bucks nearly that much better than the $2.99 Razor Rock? I'd say it's better, but I don't know if it's that many times better. All right. So on our other side here, we'll go with our Razor Rock, and it looks like I had a scratch there that I nicked with the Super Speed. That's not a fault of the razor or the soap. That was already there, just for the sake of full disclosure. All right. And as you can see, there's no problems lathering either. All right. Oof, a lot of lather on this guy. Let's remove some of this mess here. There we go. Let's see how we do. We'll start this time with the Super Speed, which is a mild razor. And again, this spot right here, that is not something that I did with this razor. I scratched myself there yesterday. So we will not hold that against the inexpensive stuff. Now this time, I don't know, maybe I got more water on my razor. The inexpensive side is feeling quite slick as well. So maybe I just needed a little more water. The razor's gliding beautifully and no problems whatsoever. Very nice. Very, very nice. Love the Astra SP blade at, you know, somewhere around, they're actually a little under 10 cents a piece, because you can usually get a pack of 100 for a little under 10 bucks. And if you buy them in bulk, you can get them even cheaper. All right. So that felt really good on that pass. Let's see how the one blade side measures up this time. That feels great as well. I gotta tell you, on pass 2, I'm not noticing that much difference, other than obviously the design of the razor here, of the one blade, you know, pivots. Again, it is a very good razor. I do like it. And I've gone back and forth with it, in fact, being my favorite razor. Lately, not as much my favorite as some others, but, you know. That pass I'd call actually about dead even, as far as just the way the razor's gliding across the skin. It's about dead even. Very nice. No problems either side. All right, stay tuned. We'll come back for pass 3. All right, and here we are back for the third and final pass. This is the Razor Rock Amici, $2.99 side and $11.99 for the brush. As you can see, no problems with lathering this soap whatsoever. It is quite nice for $2.99, folks, is what it was sold for. I think it's out of stock, but that's what it went for, folks. $2.99. And it has done a great job. Look at that. Getting it all over the place as usual. One of the criticisms that Razor Rock soap gets sometimes is that it's foamy. It can start out foamy. You have to continue to work it, add water to it, and usually it will come around. Now we're on the Razor Rock, or excuse me, the Marc de Condré side with the Aftershave 8-ball. Also beautiful brush, beautiful lather. Very, very good as well. No problems whatsoever with the lather on this guy. Again, I'm not making the case that this isn't a great soap, because it certainly is. I just wonder, is it that much better than the Razor Rock? All right, excuse me, third and final pass with the one blade here on the, let's call it $500 side. And it is very smooth, as to be expected. Smooth, nice, no bubbles, no troubles. Very nice indeed, but very expensive. And I don't have the most expensive of gear here, folks. A lot of the soaps and aftershaves and brushes that other people use, you know, there are people that use $400 brushes. Ridiculous. I'm not doing that. Not for me. All right. Okay, that felt really good, no question about it. Now let's bring in our super speed and see what we can do with this $40 side, let's call it. And it also feels nice. This razor, of course, is designed much differently than the one blade, so you're gonna be able to feel some difference in that. But as far as the soap and the way the razor is gliding and the blade and all the rest, it feels great. No problems whatsoever. And again, this side, the gear, about 40 bucks altogether. Well, all right, so let's rinse our face and we'll apply some witch hazel and see how we came out. Stay tuned. All right, and in comes the magic made by witches. There's witch hazel, and we will apply this and feel around and see how we did. And honestly, folks, it's even. It feels absolutely, feeling, you know, sort of crossing it. It feels even on both sides. In fact, I feel a little bit more on the expensive side here. Now that's probably, I just missed it technique-wise. I don't want to blame the razor, but I got a little bit closer on the inexpensive side. I'm going to chalk that up to me and not the gear. The gear, actually, in terms of the actual shave, I'm going to call it dead even. One side right now is not better than the other. I did get a little closer on this side. I'm going to, again, chalk that up to me. What this tells me is, one, technique trumps everything. All right, technique trumps everything. Wow. Pretty much dead even, which is the way I figured it would come out. Now, I enjoyed the Marc de Condré more. Perhaps I enjoyed using the one blade a little bit more. But as to the actual shave, folks, it's even. And if it's not even, I would give the inexpensive side a slight edge. But again, I'm reluctant to chalk that up to better hardware because, you know, I don't think it is. I think it's me. So on this side, we had nearly 500 bucks. On this side, 40 bucks. And they're even. What does that tell you, folks? All right, let's finish off with aftershaves. And I won't be able to tell much about this until later, but I'll update it on Twitter. I'm going to slap on the $7.99 Amici on the inexpensive side, trying to make sure I don't get too much on the other side. And that feels very nice and smells very nice. $7.99. And now, let me wipe my hands down so I don't have a lot of leftover Amici on them. And again, this is far from scientific, folks. I just wanted to try this and see how it would come out. And I'm not really surprised. I've always thought that it's mostly technique. And for me, that appears to be the case. Now we're going to use the $35 to $40 Cobb's Victorian Lime, which also has a very nice scent, if you like lime, and feels nice. And as far as the way my face handles both, you know, it's great on both sides. So I'm not really feeling much difference. One doesn't burn more than the other. They both feel quite good. Later in the day, I'll be able to see how the post-shave goes, and maybe I will update that in another video. I'll do maybe a post video on this and see how it goes. I'll tell you how the aftershave sort of settled in, and also, you know, just sum up my feelings on this $500 shave versus $40. Is it 10, 12, 15 times better? Absolutely not. The expensive side is not. There's no way, there's no how, other than your personal enjoyment. And even then, I can't say that it's 10 to 15 times more enjoyable, because it isn't. Maybe 2 times more enjoyable, maybe not even that. I doubt it. They're more similar, actually, than I thought. I figured I would prefer this expensive side quite a bit more. That has not been the case so far, but we'll let it develop a little, and then in a couple of hours I'll come back, see how my face feels, and see if there's any change, and wrap this up. I'll do a post-shave video on that. All right, folks, thanks once again for watching. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB. You are not, and let's help the entire world shave great once again.